On FM and AM 1116. Good morning to you. As the rain continues to fall outside, we have Memorial Day weekend coming up. We have a lot of things coming up around our area, and we also have a very special event coming up on behalf of ICCAP. And I'm joined in the studio by three ladies, so you'll recognize whose voice belongs to whom. We'll ask them to introduce themselves from my left to my right.
I'm Amy Kemp. I'm the director of the ICAP Food Bank.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Jillian Stats. I'm the Employee and Community Relations Coordinator at S&T Bank.
And
I'm Elaine Welker. I'm the Employee Relations and HR Analytics Manager at S&T Bank.
okay, Jillian, if you get closer to one of those two mics, we'll be able to hear you a little bit better. Okay, so Amy, tell me about this event coming up this weekend.
So S&T is very excited to be partnering with ICAP and the Indiana County Farmers Market to have a food drive-through event on Saturday, June 12th. That will be from 9 o'clock until noon. It will be in the back parking lot at S&T Bank. So we're really excited. There'll be an Indiana County Farmers Market from 9 to noon that day as well. So people can purchase fruits and vegetables from the farmers market and also bring non-perishable food items as well from their home.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, it's so essential that we keep the ICAP Food Bank going because, as you know, Amy, there's certainly a need, isn't there?
There definitely is. Definitely is. I think last year really showed us that with the amount of people that we served and, so many people that have never had to come to the food bank. The pandemic really changed things for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So
My church in Armstrong County, we give to the food bank in Armstrong County with certain drives every year, and they told us about their increase in the number of families that they're supporting through food banks. I'm assuming that's the case here in Indiana County too.
absolutely, absolutely. Normally we serve, I want to say, around like 2,000 families every month, and that has jumped up. Last year we served over 7,000 families.
Wow.
And we've had our drive-through distributions where we've served over 10,000 boxes last year. So
So yeah, that really points out the need that we need to keep the food banks going and keep them well stocked. And Jillian, maybe you could weigh in here and tell us about how we can do that this week. What are you looking for?
So for our event, we're looking for non-perishable items. We're looking for residents to come drive through the bank and or even come into the farmers market, pick up some items and donate them. We're going to have a box truck there. We're going to have a tent. And we'll be there with volunteers to help everybody get their items donated.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And Amy, when we're thinking about what the food bank wants to have donated, help us to understand what are the key things.
any non-perishable food items are great. We're always in need of peanut butter, canned soups, canned vegetables, canned meats like tuna or canned chicken. Partnering with the farmers market is a great opportunity to try to provide some local fresh produce to our food pantries. And produce is always a great option to donate. So,
Mm-hmm. Elaine, are we thinking that the food bank is right out back here? Right
Yeah.
out back of the radio station?
Yeah. So, customer, or I guess, people in the community can come up Philadelphia Street, make a right into the S&T Bank parking lot, right, 800 Philadelphia Street. And then we're having it right behind our drive-through.
Yeah.
And then we can also have people come from, I think it's Church Street. So either way,
Yeah.
Farmers Market will be in the back parking lot. But, yeah, they can come through either way.
You probably said that before, but I'm so forgetful I can't remember those sorts of things. So I do my best, but I'm not very good at it.
And we will have volunteers there, staff, to help people just get the items out of their vehicles. So there will be very limited contact with those individuals that are driving through to donate. So
Yeah.
volunteers will be wearing masks and doing all that stuff. But yeah, we'll have a lot of volunteers on
Farmers Market is there all summer long?
Yes. Yeah, they're
Every
there, I think,
Saturday.
every Saturday, all summer long. So
Yeah.
we were excited to partner with both them and ICAP to hopefully, drum up some good attention and help, all the different parties out with their needs.
Yeah, yeah. But one of the missions I think that we're most impressed about with S&T Bank, with our other banking institutions in Indiana, is how you folks all seem to have that sort of an idea that we can be helpful to people. We can find ways that the people who are in need can be helped. And obviously, Jillian, that works, doesn't it?
It does. We have a huge commitment to our communities. Just the last 3 years, S&T Bank volunteers, our employees have donated over 9,000 hours to different organizations within all of our footprints, which includes Pennsylvania, Ohio, and New York.
It's amazing. It
Yeah.
really, really is.
Yeah.
And I know that S&T, all of our banks, you wouldn't mind if folks just wanted to give money either.
Right, yes. We'll accept donations that day as well. So cash or check, checks made out to ICAP. But we'll, yeah, definitely accept cash donations, check donations that day as well, in addition to the food contributions.
You know who else wouldn't mind? Right over there to my left. Amy, that's fine by you too, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. Our dollar at the food bank stretches a little bit further than anybody going to the grocery store and purchasing items. A lot of times we're able to purchase food for 10 cents a pound. So your dollar goes a lot further whenever
How does
you
that
donate.
work?
We're partnered with the Pittsburgh Food Bank, and we buy wholesale as well from a few other companies. So it's a lot cheaper to buy it that way than it is to go to the grocery store because you're paying full price that way.
Yeah, yeah. You're sort of eliminating one of the layers.
Right, taking
and-
out the middleman.
Yeah, and the beneficiary is, of course, all of the people who need this food,
Right.
And can benefit from it. You know,
Correct.
as we head into the summer months, and as kids are going to be home, the food consumption becomes a real issue for some families. If kids don't have a school program that's providing them summer lunch programs, ICAP step in that case and help out.
Last year was the first year that we did because of the pandemic. We actually handed out our Power Pack bags to, at the high schools and some of the elementaries. This year, we're partnering with the YMCA to try to get a mobile food pantry started in some of the outlying areas. I know Indiana has Chevy Chase and a couple other places that people can get food. So we're really looking to some of those places that people don't have the best access to food.
Yeah, yeah. You rely on a lot of volunteers too to help.
We do.
you, don't
We
you?
do. S&T has been a big contributor to that. So
Yeah, yeah. Part of that S&T family sort of atmosphere that
Yep.
that you folks over at S&T are so big on, and I know that it's not a corporately mandated thing. It just seems to be the kind of folks that you hire there. They seem to all have that sort of an idea.
Yeah, we have what we call our culture buttes that our leadership team came up with several years ago. One of those culture buttes, kind of those things that we live by as S&T, is to give back to the community and community service. So it's one of the things that we do ask employees to do, and they very eagerly are always willing to step up and assist. So
You know, it's interesting you say it, and you say it that way, because you generally find that if you leave it to people to say, you know, boy, we'd appreciate it if you donate. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. But if you say, hey, could you specifically help out with this particular thing, they're more than willing to probably to give more than you're asking for, aren't they?
Absolutely, absolutely. We have a system set up within the bank for signups for all different types of functions and organizations. So our employees are very happy to help.
Okay, so review again for me. The drive itself is on Saturday from 9 to noon.
Saturday, June 12th from 9 to noon.
June 12th, yes.
And it'll be in the back parking lot at S&T Bank, main office, 800 Philadelphia Street. Be a drive-through event, so just pack your canned goods and non-perishables in the back of your vehicle, pop your trunk, we'll help you get it out. And yeah, we're really excited about the good that it can do towards the community. And the
Yeah,
community.
and while we're thinking about that and the opportunity to give monetarily, they don't have to wait for Saturday, June 12th to give monetarily, do they?
No. And Amy, you might be better to speak
No.
to the monetary
Year long,
contributions.
we always accept money. It's a great thing to donate. And that can be sent to 827 Water Street, Indiana, PA, to our main office. And if you want it to go to the food bank, just make sure it's in the memo section to the food bank.
Yeah, it's interesting when ICAP began all those many years ago. It was primarily for food bank purposes. You really have expanded what you're able to do for folks, and it takes an awful lot of hard work to do what you do. We talk with Lisa Spencer every week about the ERAP program. ICAP is involved there. I think people would be really surprised to find out how helpful ICAP is in so many different ways.
Right. And I think, too, a lot of people don't know that ICAP has so many other programs other than the food bank and our homeless shelter. So if anybody would ever have any questions, they can always reach out to our main office if
Yeah.
they need help with anything. They're very good about referring people. If it's a program that we have that isn't able to help someone, we will try to refer them to somebody that can. So
And I'm sure you have an online presence as well, Facebook
We do.
And,
We do.
and things of that nature. Terrific.
that can be reached at icap.net. And our main office number is 724-465-2657.
Saturday, June 12th is when we're talking about for this particular food drive. Somebody wants to give any time, Amy, they can right now.
Yep, anything can be dropped off at our food bank on South 6th Street. We're there Monday to Friday from 7 to 2:30.
But if you want somebody to lift it out of your trunk for you,
We have lots of guys.
Or come on Saturday, June 12th, S&T Bank.
Saturday, June 12th, S&T Bank. I don't know, you guys, you look strong enough you could lift a few boxes out of the trunk.
We sure can.
Absolutely.
Terrific. Ladies, thank you so much for coming by to tell us about it.
Thanks for having
Thank you.
us.
We appreciate it. It is the voice of Indiana County